Hi, this is Girl Fridays. The UK fallacy is real, and insecure people will try to manipulate you in liking them. But manipulation does work. Here are 10 common logical fallacies with examples to help you identify and avoid them. Ab hominem. Attack the person rather than the argument. You can't trust her opinion on climate change. She's always wearing fur coat. That statement is rather lame because it's not because a person wearing a fur coat that she cannot be trusted on issue of climate change. Those are small-minded people. Strawman, misrepresenting an opponent. Argument to make it easier to attack. My opponent wants to ban all guns, but I know he doesn't want to stop people from defending themselves. This is contradictory, can confuse somebody. Hasty generalization. People love to generalize all the time. Draw a conclusion based on a small, unrepresentative sample. I met two rude persons from London, so everyone there must be rude. That is people who don't put things in perspective. So therefore, be careful. They can spread lie about you based on one or two things. Appeal to authority. Claiming something is true because an authority figure said it without considering their expertise or the evidence. My doctor says that this supplement is a cure all, so it must be true. That is not always true because influencers tend to lie to you too because of their notoriety. So you must always verify statement, whatever people say to you, research it. Appeal to ignorance. Arguing that something is true because it hasn't been proven false or vice versa. You focusing on my past mistake. I've done a lot of good work lately. That is a reassuring statement. And again, inconfident person will say that. False dilemma. Presenting only two options when more exist. You either with us or against us. That's put people back against the wall and force them to choose. You should use this one in your marketing too. That is a very good sales strategy. When used rightly, it is not misrepresenting nothing. Slippery slope. Arguing that one event will inevitably lead to a series of negative consequences. If we legalize marijuana, everyone will start using our drug. I heard this one long time ago. This is ridiculous statement. Using weed doesn't make people use our drug. When people experiment with drugs, they do tend to start little and derive to higher drug for a kick or an experiment, then they became addict. If they got an addictive personality, and it's difficult to kick the habit. Equivocation. Using a word or phrase in two different senses within the same argument. I have the right to watch the real world. Therefore, it's right for me to watch the show. That's pushy behavior. You need to back that up with we need to share viewing time. Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Assuming that because one event follows another, the first event caused the second. I started wearing this skirt and then my team won the game. So this skirt must bring good luck. That is belief, but it's assumption because there's no verification within this. It could be coincidental. Do you get me? The fallacies of small businesses is real. So, a pause or a silence make you anxious because people expect noise around them. Learn to be still in silence because this is the best place to meditate and growth of your psyche, accessing your sixth sense. And I'm not saying bullshit with this one because everyone has a sixth sense. And you can access it through meditation and visualization. Then, after you be like us, maybe, or do something different, we have actually advanced enormously the marketing industry in three places. People doesn't like sometimes hearing other people's achievements. That's again insecure people. Well, we also tend to be recognized when the time has come for recognition for our improvement of the marketing industry in three places. First of all, customer acquisition and retention. The last improvement, the last theory was done was in 1974. It took 51 years for any significant improvement in sales to arrive. And girl-friendly audience adaptation matrix complete your sales system, which I sell on La Boutique for 50 million rightly, supposed to be your latest leak because it actually help you get sales. You have your audience attraction matrix, your time matrix, your promotional model, your main cell driver and complementary cell driver, and your need and want psychological model. including your market. The segmentation theory. You only take 1 hour to do things. So you see, you have a manual in marketing. And that's new because you never had a manual. You have a product manual, yeah, definitely. And it's legal to do your promoter manual. You have to do it. But you have the manual, the car asset plus the seller. If you put it on Google, the title like this, the core asset plus the seller, you have a full listing of our book. You can buy it on Google Book, on Amazon, and on La Boutique. It's only £73 on Amazon, and I think on La Boutique is £72, but you need to pay a fiver to access La Boutique because we currently have a private sale. But people also in the UK are too fucking cheap. They don't even want to pay £5 for excellence. That is a problem. But after they complain that they are poor, does this make sense? You need to pay in this life to access greatness. That's why people price everything cheap, 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 cost leadership mainly. Why? Because they think people don't have money to pay. Or people prefer a cheap solution or cost leadership solution. But that's not true. Most people prefer premium solution. That's why you see most people wearing your Adidas, your Nike, your brand, because they like premium solution. Girl Friday offer premium solution. Because when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me that, boy, Trisha, you are expensive. I used to buy clothes who cost me 800 pounds. If I was to translate it in pound, I had a 1,000 pound shoes in my feet. I like brand and I like expensive things. There's nothing wrong with this. But my business got various prices and I provide in premium services fair prices. I know that my £50 million model, the university can buy it worldwide, and rich businesses can buy it, and even medium businesses can buy it. You can see the value of having it, trust me. Because it will help you increase sales. You know, people like people telling them that, oh yes, you will grow your business, increase sales. But really, if you don't access our services, you may fail miserably. Because failure is a thing. Sometimes we need to fail in order to grow. In the car asset plus the seller, I dedicated 2 pages about failure. Because failure is important. The great person who brought us the light bulb, Thomas Edison, fell 1001 times to bring the light bulb. So much so now, the light bulb is a symbol of great ideas. But yes, some people feel some way about failure. Again, that's insecurity. Everything is about confidence. Bye for now.